Rodney and the boys in the tower. Take it away, fellas.
We got 450C action out on the track right now. Wesley Allen, who had some blistering lap times early this week to get up to 2-1 moto scores. I think the fast times actually came in the first moto, where he came from behind and finished second. Then he won moto number 2. Wesley Allen on the number 50 in control of the championship and trying to get in control of this race. Here he is battling the 32. That is Mason Meyer. And Wesley Allen looks like he's put that number 50 into the number 1 spot. And he's got a gigantic points lead now in this class, 5 over Devin Bates, and Matthew Krexler is in 3rd. Then Angelo Molina and Nathan Barnes. That rounds out the top 5 overall in this class after 1 lap in this moto. We've got Allen out front, Meyer behind him, Devin Bates in 3rd in this moto, Bailey Breen 4th, Brock Schindler is 5th, Randy Ramirez, Nathan Barnes, Adam Johnson, Tristan Powell, and Parker Larson. That's your top 10 of 450C. So Wesley Allen, I think it's, oh, we got the air conditioning on. Okay, I could not believe it. We actually had to turn the air conditioner in the tower off. I believe in the years I've been here, that air conditioner has not been on a total of 12 minutes. And we added about a half hour to that 12-minute total this morning. We turned the air conditioning off. Here's your battle as Jimmy Albertson rejoins us up in the booth. I think that's the 92 of Bailey Breen we were just watching there on his Yamaha. But Wesley Allen, complete control of this one. He's taken over the lead from Mason Meyer, and he already had a big points lead. But, of course, this is where usually the crazy stuff starts happening, when it appears it's all yours.
Yeah, just as easy as we see who is Adam Johnson down there with a 127. That can so easily happen to Wesley Allen in his final moto. It is the 450C class. These guys do not have, like, the crazy amount of experience.
It's true.
So we're going to see.
And remember the bikes. I mean, who would be, you actually raced and won in the C class. Who is your mechanic?
What?
Who's your mechanic? Who was putting your bike together?
My mechanic was my dad.
Right. So some of them are probably really good. Some of them aren't.
Yeah.
But you never know. Like, as far as holding these bikes up and making these bikes hold up through 6 motos in the mud and everything, by the end of the day, who knows, man?
It's 100, and not only that, but when you're in the C class, it doesn't matter how good a mechanic you are.
Yeah.
If you don't have the parts to put on the bike, and you can't afford to get those on the bike, then it really doesn't matter. So.
Yeah. Also, I would think, I mean, how many of these guys have 2 bikes? They're probably all the training and practice that they did coming into this. There's a good chance that's the bike that they're riding here, right?
A good chance, because I mean, back in those days, I only had 1 bike. I actually raced my brother's bike.
Really?
Because I rode more that summer. My brother was hurt, so I rode his bike.
It was fresher.
At Loretta's, because it had 99 hours on it instead of 100 hours.
Come on.
That's why we went.
Seriously, like 100 hours.
Well, I mean, let's see. I bought the bike. We bought those bikes in September when they first came out, and then we raced them in August. So
11 months later,
one
bike.
They were just getting broken in.
Yeah. So that's what we're dealing with in these C classes. So it just adds to the potential for bad luck. We'll see how it turns out for Wesley Allen, who's checking out right now with the moto win in the title. Whoa, nice little battle here between the 92 of Bailey Breen and Devin Bates. Coming our way here in the announcer's tower, 32 is Mason Meyer. So he's actually getting zapped here. Meyer has been caught. He had the early lead. Let's see if Mason can hold on for a podium here. Devin Bates has got him. And now Bailey Breen on that 92 is trying to push Mason Meyer off of the podium. We got another rider, Brock Schindler, right there with them. Schindler's got him on their list. He's on the list.
Definitely on the Schindler's list.
Yes. He wants to pick off 2 riders and get to 3rd.
Man, Devin Bates, he rode really good in the final in 250C. I believe he wasn't quite able to take it home. Second place in Moto number 2, and 98 on the Husqvarna. You know he's going to want to try to go out there and track down Wesley Allen. Even if he doesn't win the overall, try to get himself a Moto win and a medal at last Moto at Loretta's for the C classes.
Yeah, I thought Wesley Allen, once he got the lead, was going to check out, but he only has 2.6 seconds, and now it's Bates into the number 2 spot. So we'll see if Bates can run him down. Here's your battle. You're watching the 32 of Mason Meyer trying to hold on to third. Here comes Bailey Breen on the 92, the Yamaha, and it looks like Breen's got him. No. Meyer's going to hold the inside. Will this rut hold up for him? It will not. He gets stuck. He gets slowed down. And Bailey Breen has taken over third place. Oh, no. And as soon as I say that, he crashes.
Welcome to the C class. Anything can happen. And I'm not saying that by any sort of disrespect, because this was me. This was me
you're out there. Yep.
Just completely blowing motos with like 3 laps to go. So not a big problem. But the number 26 right now, that's Schindler. The list he's on is the top 5 list right now.
He wants more. Yeah, I think he got third.
Excuse me.
Yep.
He is the top 3 list, because with Breen going down and Meyer, that battle, that moves him up to the 3rd spot.
So there is Schindler, Brock Schindler up to 3rd. Well, Devin Bates got the 2nd on that Husqvarna, and we thought he might make a run at your leader, Wesley Allen. He has not. He went to a 2:09 lap time, not his best. And meanwhile, Wesley Allen just put in his best time of the race with a 2:07 to check out. So Wesley Allen has been the class of the field, whatever that means. I don't know why they say that. He's been the best guy, I guess I should say, in this class. Yeah, whatever that means.
Look at the 9. Oh, Devin Bates, he is keeping him well within check.
He's trying, but on that last time around, Allen stepped up, pulled away a little bit. Just as Bates was closing, I think Allen figured out, I got to go.
And that's the crazy thing watching the C class.
True.
Going through the 10 Commandments, there definitely was not a 3.9 second lead as we watched him go through there, just by visually looking.
Right.
So that means one section of the track, Bates is just completely on point. So we can rip around it, and then the other section, Allen gaps it back out.
So we probably went from a 2-second lead to a 4-second lead, back to a 2-second lead in about a half a lap.
Exactly. I think there's a B Moto, a 450 B Moto that was happening one day. And man, it was like he is literally going from being a second behind him, and by the time he gets to the finish line, he's 5 seconds behind him. It was completely ridiculous how much better they were on each end of the track than each other.
And it's going to happen a lot with this track, how deep these ruts are and how rough it is. You're watching Bates here on RacerTV.com, 2nd place in 450C, trying to close the gap on your leader. There's Wesley Allen. We'll get the tail of the tape as they come through. I think Allen stretched it back out. He's got the second half of the track dialed, perhaps. And we just came across. The gap is, you're right, Jimmy, he got 1 second lopped off. He took it from 3.9 down to 2.9. So Devin Bates not giving up on the Moto win on the number 98. There's Wesley Allen on the 50. Brock Schindler still in 3rd. Mason Meyer 4th. Matthew Kretzler is 5th. Then it's Adam Johnson, Bailey Breen, Nathan Barnes, Gage Swanson, and Nathan Barnes rounding out the top 10. Here we go. Allen into the long short chute under that Red Bull peristyle. Oh, 2 laps to go. This could be the ride that dreams are made of if you're Wesley Allen looking for a championship. Going to try to do it with a Moto win. Oh, boy, here comes Bates. Bates has absolutely closed the gap this time.
But if you didn't see that, he came out of that inside, and you're supposed to go roll double. He must have got cross-threaded down in there late in the week. There's probably all sorts of line square edge bumps. Wasn't able to go double, so he goes single, then pick the doubles back up after that. So Devin Bates maybe losing a little time there, but Weege, like you said, he had closed up before that. Probably still closer than 2.9 seconds, what we're seeing on our monitor.
You can see Bates back there, man. He is hustling, laid it over big time in that corner in the back of Storyland. We call this section the waterworks because you see the water trucks back there. Now over this big table. Next up will be the big sand beach turn, Rocky Mountain ATV MC rig out there. Wesley Allen trying to pick it up and win this moto, but he doesn't need to win it for the title.
He's getting close out there. Devin Bates, he's going to go for that little Bates and switch trick that we've seen all week on the 98 Husqvarna. Man, I really like this launch single they have going in the sand. Randy Poulter and the whole MX Sports track crew, they did a great job. At first, it was just a complete flat sand section going in afterwards. And from the bikes developing bumps, they ended up having a double landing and a triple landing. And then we saw riders just bombing into the sand. It was crazy. We had Ehab up here in the tower. He was screaming, yelling, taking his shirt off because he was so excited about the triple into the sand when Halpane busted that. Then Halpane went down jumping it yesterday, and we saw a big wreck. But a bunch of other riders this week jumping that triple into the sand. And we are on our final lap for Wesley Allen, trying to take home that #1 plate. And right now, he has got a 5-point advantage going into this going onto this final lap in the championship. So even if Devin Bates were to come up and pass Allen, that would still mean he would hold on to the championship plate. But you know that Devin Bates wants to put one more gold piece around his neck. Oh no! It looks like Devin Bates has gone down. He has stalled it, and the number 98 as well. It's Devin Bates and Allen are stuck in a rut, literally, not figuratively. And they get back up, and now it is probably about a 2-second gap. Wow. That's how big that inside rut is. Devin Bates, not a very tall rider, could not seem to pop his bike out of that rut. So it is still going to have to be Allen and Bates. Good thing, though, they had a 16-second gap as they came across the straight. Now, here's the replay. It looks like Allen just coming in, probably locks the rear brake up a little too much, stalls the engine, and Bates cannot get out of the rut quick enough. Probably not wanting to pop the clutch, lose the front end into the other ruts, decide just to let it stall. So Devin Bates almost being able to capitalize on a Wesley Allen mistake, but that's not really going to matter at this point, because it looks like Allen has a nice, comfortable lead coming into the sand sweeper on the very last lap. So it looks like Wesley Allen, he is going to go 2-1-1, taking your overall. With those 2-1-1 scores, it wouldn't have mattered what anybody else did. That is a winning performance no matter what. And Wesley Allen, your 450C champion here at the ranch. Congratulations to the number 50 on the Yamaha. Devin Bates, number 98 on that Husqvarna. What an incredible ride. That was a fight to the finish. And then we're going to have Matthew Kressler on that 53 Kawasaki rounding out your podium. So it's Allen, Bates, and Kressler in this moto and overall in the 450C class. And we're going to go down to that Race Tech podium and chat with Wesley Allen. Maybe Weege can ask him about how nervous he was on that last lap.
Well, it'll turn into pure chaos on the final lap. And this dude ends up in third. Let's hear it for Matt Kretzler. Come on over here to the center. How'd that happen in the end? How'd you get that third place?
I had a bad start, and then I just kept pushing my way through, and people were making mistakes, and I just tried to stay consistent, and it paid off.
Did you make a move on the final lap?
Yeah.
Or do you even know?
Yeah, I did.
Cool.
He bobbled, and then he went outside, and I just hugged the inside.
Who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, my stepdad, Poughkeepsie, the Exclusive Army, Scott, Dunlop, Ride Organic, Dirt Bike Mike, and anyone else. Thank you.
All right, there it is. Matt Kretzler, third place, 450C. And we'll get our second place finisher on up. Oh, yeah, hard earned. Well, the dude didn't give up. Let's hear it for Devin Bates. Now I'm seeing it in the flesh. His hand's all swelled up. I heard you're riding in some pain.
Yeah, unfortunately I broke my hand early in the week, so it's really been hard for me to ride, but I tried the hardest I can and gave my all, and didn't make it happen, but it's whatever. I'll come back next year.
That's all right. You still got silver in the Moto. That's awesome. Who do you want to thank?
My mom and dad, my mechanic Kyle, the whole Moto X compound crew, Atlas Racing, X Brand 60, Rhino Power, everyone else. Thank you.
Devin Bates. Let's hear it for him. Second place. And now we're going to crown our Moto winner and our champion. Want to bring the whole shot up here? We'll get the whole shot in, then we'll crown our champion. Let's hear it for the 32, Mason Meyer. Well, you're up there the whole race, man. How'd it go?
It was going good for a little bit, but then I started pumping up. But pulled the whole shot, and I couldn't be happy with that.
Who do you want to thank, Mason?
I'd like to thank my trainer, Andrew Matusik, Scott, Fly, Bell, Garnet, everybody else I forgot.
All right, let's hear it for Mason Meyer with your whole shot. All right, the people from Bell Helmets are happy, but no one is happier than this man. Let's bring the number 50 up to the stage. Lightning quick all week long and wins the final moto for good measure. Let's hear it for your new champion, Wesley Allen. Congratulations, man, and you decided, hey, I'm going to win that moto too.
Yes, sir. I got out to a pretty good start, and then at the end, Devin caught me a little bit, and I stalled it before the 10, and it was a close race at the end.
Still, though, going into the moto, what were the feelings? Were you a little worried about it, or did you have it under control?
Yeah, I was a little nervous about it, but I knew if I just got a good start, I could go out there and run with them.
Who do you want to thank, Wesley?
Robin Sherry at Real Deal, FXR, Twitty Street Service, Matrix Concepts, Fusion Graphics, Pro Taper, Twin Air, TCD, and my mom and dad.
There it is, folks. Wesley Allen. He's your champion. He will get the shield, and Mike Pelletier from the AMA is here to hand over the number 1 plate in 450C. So one more time, let's hear it for our national champion, Wesley Allen. And Bell Helmets has a championship helmet. All the Bell riders that win titles get a gold helmet. That's not for photos. That's to keep. That's awesome. Crown of Champions here, 450C. Looks like we're going to transition over to the smaller bikes. 65's coming up next.